Nothing says power like some good arms. Let's build them up today. What's up, y'all? Larry here. Early morning today at the beautiful resort town of Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Doing arms today, and the focus is just on overall mass, putting a lot of muscle on the arms. So we're gonna do it a little bit unique today. Not gonna do a whole ton of movements. You'll probably see 4 movements. But what I'll be doing is that I'll be doing EMOMs for 2 of those movements, one for biceps, one for triceps. And what an EMOM is an every minute on the minute. So if you're familiar with CrossFit, that's something that is done in competition or in their training. I will be doing it today. Now, what I want you to keep in mind is that the exercises that I'm picking are one may be machine based, the other may be barbell based. But the reason for these particular selections, and I'll get into it a little bit deeper in the video, is that even though we're doing EMOMs, we don't want any wasted reps, right? The accumulation comes very fast, or the fatigue accumulation comes very fast when you're doing EMOM sets. So I want you all to understand that these are not to be done mega heavy. These will be done with a moderate weight, because you're only going to be resting 45 to 60 seconds in between each set of the EMOM sets. So keep that in mind when you're doing it. But then also, sometimes the weight isn't heavy enough, doesn't provide a whole lot of mechanical tension. So that's why there's another movement in there to give you that heavy mechanical tension. But it's not going to be done for a lot of sets. You're going to work up real fast, do a couple sets, maybe a back off set, and then you're going to go into your EMOM work. So we'll get into it a little bit deeper, but it's Friday, as is the time of this filming, and it's a big ass arm day, so I'm very happy. So let's get it.
Okay, so the first order of business when I'm doing something like this is to still get a warm up in. So instead of just going straight into the EMOM work, I wanted to get some good warm ups in on the tricep press down. So nothing really fancy here. Around about 3-4 sets, 20 to 25 reps, just to get the blood flowing. As you can see, the weight isn't very heavy at all, or isn't heavy at all rather. So that's basically what I wanted to do here before I went on to the first power move, which is tricep dips right here on the Hammerstrength dip machine. Now, the reason for this is twofold. I've done just EMOM work with just warming up and then going into the EMOM work, but I wanted something that provided I don't want to say high mechanical tension, because I'm not a big fan of that, but what I just needed a heavyweight movement to start off, just to like really wake the triceps up, because I think when you do something like that and then you go on to the volume work is that much more not rewarding is not what I'm trying to say, but much more beneficial. The light work is much more beneficial. So once you get done with the heavy stuff, you go on to the lighter work, and then we progress forward. Now, I have to say, I did mess this up a little bit. I think 225 was way too heavy to start. And also, I did not keep in mind that I trained chest the previous day. So in the close grip bench press, is still a bench press. You're still using a lot of chest. Chest is a mover in here. You can't completely isolate it. And what ended up happening is that my triceps got a lot of fatigue, a whole lot of fatigue, but my chest got even more fatigue. And that definitely played a role in me not doing 10 reps, or the reps just dropping off to 8 to 6 as it went forward. So definitely something that was a mistake on my part. And that's what I want you all to keep in mind when you put together training programs, is that sometimes motivation just totally blows everything up, and it happens. So don't beat yourself up over it. But when you're a self-programmer like me, please keep in mind that there are muscle groups that will work, and if you work them 2 days in a row like I did here, your results may not be as great as you had hoped. But in any event, I did not get through 10 sets of 10 on every minute on the minute here, but I did get through about 6 sets, and I just kind of wrapped it up with another exercise.
Shit, I had to call the audible on that. Listen, I probably should have done the tricep dips because I did train chest yesterday. So, note about exercise selection, I fuck it up too. It is what it is. So, I did about 6 sets. So, now I'm just gonna round it out with some extra work on the tricep extensions, get a good stretch, and we'll move on to biceps. And I will be smarter about my exercise selection for biceps.
So in making up for those, in making up for the missed volume that I did not do on the close grip bench press, because at that point my chest was just toast, I went ahead and did something that would just stretch them out. Didn't have to do it heavy, which was these standing cable tricep extensions. So just to really stretch them out, move blood around even more. And this honestly felt really good, moving from close grip bench press to that. So if you construct your arm day like that, please try to get through the every minute on the minute, but know that if you don't, follow it up with a stretching movement and you should be okay. All right, moving on to biceps, and I'm not going to spend a ton of time here because I only did literally 2 bicep moves, because I do biceps a little bit less than I do triceps, because triceps is a bigger muscle group. Again, starting off with a heavier movement, which is the easy curl barbell curl. I had no desire to go over 25 and a 10 for about 4 sets. So I just wanted to really wake the bicep up and just go ahead and go on into the volume work. Now, if it was a day where I wasn't super pressed, I probably would have went through a little bit more with a little bit heavier weight, like a 45 on each side, and just drop the reps even more. But I didn't want to because I knew I had a whole lot of volume accumulation that I had to look at for the next exercise. Now, this is what I want you all to keep in mind for biceps. When I followed this up after the barbell curl, I wanted to pick something that would provide a high amount of tension. And to be quite honest with you, cable curls would not have done the job. The machine curls right here really did the job. So 10 sets of 10 every minute on the minute. So if you do this workout, or if you model a workout after this, keep in mind that the rest intervals are quick. They're very fast. And every minute on the minute is something that you can do in a time crunch. Is very good for people that have busy lives, that have things to do. So normally I would tell you to just get rid of the high tension exercises at the beginning like I did. But what I want you to also understand is that if you do them, move through them fast. So there we go. That's all I got, guys. I want you to have a great day. Be blessed, and I'll talk to you soon.